All right, hey everyone, this is Alex Jabali here, host of CEO. Here's my face. Hey, just want to make a quick video. Jon Nitti brought this to everyone's attention, and I just love it when somebody, instead of just saying, "Oh, we shouldn't host on this system," he actually looked for a solution and had an idea. It was in the system, but I didn't know exactly how it worked. But he pointed it out on how to deal with PS4 controllers during any major tournament or even a local tournament. So I wanted to check it out myself and just help raise awareness as a tournament organizer what all events can do to prevent any issues. Generally, the PS3 era, wireless controllers weren't allowed because at any moment somebody can just walk away, turn off a controller, or turn on their controller and ruin the experience for the other person. But we don't really have to worry about that anymore as long as you are prepared. So what I have in front of me are three DualShock 4 controllers, and I also have a PS4 stick. You can use PS3 sticks on MKX. It's a developer-added treat, but you are required to use a DualShock 4 to link that controller to a profile or that stick to a profile. So you're still going to need a DualShock 4 controller, so I don't need to show you how to do that with a PS3 stick. It's pretty self-explanatory. You plug in the controller or the stick, it'll ask you to sync up a profile to it, and then bam, you're done. However, you can still push buttons on the PS4 controller, which could kind of affect you if somebody wants to walk by, push the controller while you're on the stick. So there is an option. Normally, when you play Mortal Kombat, I have all three controllers synced up. Normally, when you're playing, most people would just, hold in the button and then, adjust sound in devices, turn off device. So I've just turned off the DualShock 4, which was my controller. You see the light's completely gone. And now blue is always first player, red is always second player, green is third player by default. Some games change it up. So that's off right now. But imagine somebody just walks by, pushes their home button, See, look, it takes us a few seconds. Bam. There you go. Now you see on the menu that I can log back in, and since Alex Jabali wasn't there, it doesn't really matter. Somebody can walk away, do that, and it affects everything. However, there is an option where you can press the home button before the person leaves or somebody else with their controller. So for example, I'm going to put this controller down. I'm going to pick up player number 3, press the home button. It shows that I'm guest 2 because there's Alex Jabali, guest 1, and guest 2. I'm going to go to the system settings. You are going to scroll down. You're going to see devices, Bluetooth devices. Right now, and the rumor is it shows up to 32 devices that have been saved in the cache. Obviously, nobody has, more than 4 or 5 controllers tops. But you can see right now with the green light, that means that those are connected right now to the system. It even shows you the profiles. Well, I've had another DualShock 4 because I like to play 4-player multi-games, and even the Move controller. Shoutouts to Sports Friends and Gareth. So what I can do right now is, since I'm using the third player, I can go to Alex Jabali, who was the original first player, select him, disconnect him. Now he is done. However, there are 2 steps, because if you disconnect him, I can press the home button, and I can just pop right back in. It'll take a moment, and bam, there I am again. So let me back out. Now I'm still back to that other controller, or whoever the default controller is. What I suggest as a tournament organizer, preventive measures as much as you can. Mistakes can happen. They're always going to happen in massive events with a lot of players. But with this trick, by just having your staff aware of what they need to do on any game hosted on PlayStation 4, which is most likely the Mortal Kombat X at upcoming events, plus Street Fighter V when that comes out, assuming it doesn't go the PC route. But I have a good feeling everything will be on PS4 for tournaments. So with the controller, I can go back up to that DualShock 4, hit X, delete it completely. It gives me the options to completely delete it. I delete it. It is now completely gone. This is the other DualShock 4, so don't think it's the same one. Now, this is the third controller, which is still connected. I'm going to exit out. I'm going to go back in the game. This was the controller that just got deleted. If I hold the home button, you're going to get a message that does not affect the gameplay, but it says to use this device, connect it using a USB cable, or register it again. There you go. So I suggest either at the end of every match, if you want to be extra careful, or during a pool. Most pools are less than 2 hours long with about 16 to 32 players tops at any massive tournament. You can either do it after every match, have your judge do it with a controller of their own that is always connected to that one station or area. They'll also have to be very aware, make sure not to attempt it while there's other matches going on in the same pool. But you can do that, or you can do it at the end of the pool. So at the end of the pool, again, that's not going to connect. Now somebody can walk away and just keep pressing that. Actually, so I did press it, and it's not even trying to connect right now. Yeah, okay, so it completely deleted now. It's not even popping up, to re-register message. So if I'm back here, let's go back up, settings, scroll down, devices, Bluetooth devices. I'm just gonna disconnect. Oh, whoops, disconnect my own controller. So that's done. Back in, settings. So basically have a judge controller, for example, or an extra PlayStation controller with a USB cable. As you can see, this is actually connected to the USB, but once you sync it once, it's saved. So Bluetooth devices, just delete, delete. So now all I have is in this system's memory, this one station's memory, is one controller that is being used right now to play the game. Now, say I have a PlayStation stick, once you unplug it, it's not going to do anything. Once it's plugged in, right now I have the PS4 stick plugged in, I'm going to press the home button, and there you go. It's going to let me log in. And now I have two players on the controller, let them sync their buttons, all that. So that's pretty much it. I want to give it a little in-depth, raise more awareness to everybody. So yeah, that's it. Judges, players, help your TOs out. Try to remember this after matches. With CEO's $10,000 pop bonus and Combo Breaker getting the same thing. I'm going to be there. We're going to be very weary of this. So we don't want any mistakes to happen. They could still happen, but if you prepare everybody and let them know, guys, take that extra 10 to 15 seconds to just delete every controller off that station, especially for a top 8, your problem's completely solved. Obviously, there's always going to be mistakes. Somebody's going to, maybe try to plug it in while nobody's looking, but I don't think the community's that bad. So at a massive tournament like EVO, anything can happen. I agree with banning wireless controllers where they can. I just think because the system's new, there's not many options. For CEO, at least, I am allowing wireless controllers, and I'm warning everyone this is what we're going to do, so be prepared. And if you walk away, you have nothing to worry about because we're going to turn your crap off. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope this video helps all the other organizers out and anybody else. And good luck at all the MKX and every other tournament going on this busy summer. Take care, guys.